talk about your top black movie characters.
All right, man. Well, shit. This is foul language. I gotta start it right, man. Samuel motherfucking Jackson in this motherfucker, bro. That's one of my fucking favorites in this motherfucker. Sorry,
right.
Mom. But I mean, he is one of my fucking favorites, bro. Like, he could play a fucking bad guy, and he's awesome. He could play a fucking good guy, and he's awesome. He could play a fucking he could play a Sambo like he did the Django.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Django. I hate when people
Django.
say the Django, and I just did the shit.
You did. I was gonna let it ride.
Yeah. And you know his most iconic line, "I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane." I mean, Samuel Jackson is so diversified, and if you listen to his story, you know he was a crackhead. You know what I mean? And he came out, I think it was Sugar Hill, where he first kind of got off of it. And ironically, his character was a crackhead.
He was a crackhead, and I want to say "Do the Right Thing." It was a Spike Lee movie, but I can't remember if it was that one for real. But I can't remember.
You know, I remember him in Sugar Hill, and you know he just got off the crack and everything like that, and he came out that bitch just busting, and then he just motherfucker played a Jedi. He played a cop. I mean, he just all around amazing fucking actor, man. I love Samuel Jackson as a Jedi, man, because I love Star Wars. I just wanted him to say, "I'm gonna use the motherfucking force on you motherfucking bitches." I wanted that shit so bad, and it didn't fucking happen.
Not like, Mace Windu with the purple lights,
man.
Lightsaber.
You know what I'm saying? Well, he's sitting, no, I ain't training this motherfucker right here.
Lightsaber. Sorry.
I wanted to see that shit so bad, man. Another person like in my top, because I do this shit all the time as far as actors go. Denzel Washington is another one.
Sure.
He's another one. You know what I'm
saying?
Favorite
Denzel role though.
My favorite. My favorite Denzel role. Training Day has to be fucking Training Day. Has to be, man. Like he played the good guy, bad guy, asshole all at the same time.
Right.
That has to be one of my favorites, man. But
one of my favorites for Denzel, because he's on my list too, is American Gangster, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He was just so smooth in that movie, man.
Man, that shit started off tough.
Yeah, it did.
Who was that? Idris Elba, he shot in the head at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just smooth as fuck. Just
man.
Wow. And that was
I love that movie, man. Gosh, I love that movie. I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I want to watch it now too. Now you said something, but that's two of mine, man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and go. Right. I process who else I got up here in this brain of mine.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Wesley Snipes.
Okay,
and I'm gonna say two roles in particular, and they're two totally different ends of the spectrum.
Don't you say Demolition Man?
Yes, I'm gonna say Demolition Man.
That was the first time him being a bad guy, man.
So it wasn't the best of movies, but I'm gonna tell you why I appreciate him in that. He was batshit crazy, but he was brilliant at the same time.
True.
And you know me, I got a thing for like really smart characters and stuff. Yeah. So that was amazing to me, just to play that kind of character that's crazy and brilliant, and basically turn that whole community world on his head when they thought him out. And on the other side, you got Isaiah. You can't talk about Wesley Snipes in a role unless you're talking about Nino Brown.
Man,
New Jack City.
My brothers, sit your $5 ass down if I make change. Boy, I want to go watch that shit now. That's my shit right there,
yes,
boy.
Sir.
That is my shit.
Killing it in that movie, man. Gosh. So Wesley Snipes is one for those two kinds of roles. One of my favorite characters. Those are two of my favorite type of characters in movies, and it just happened to be played by him.
Right.
And another character.
Go for
it. That I don't even know where the dude is. I don't know his real name, but Shonuff, who's the master?
R.I.P. Shonuff, because he actually passed away.
Oh no, he
actually passed away a few years ago. Yeah.
Dang, that he was so cold in that, man.
Cold.
The Shogun of Harlem.
Kiss my
man.
Converse.
Yes.
The blatant disrespect. You talk about toxic masculinity. You kiss his Converse, I'm gonna slap the shit out you after you finish kissing that goddamn Converse. Hell yeah.
That was my dude, man, with the curl, with the top knot. It was crazy.
Hell yeah. Who else?
What you got?
You know what? Honestly, and I mess with Mom all the time. I say he died in every movie, but Idris Elba is pretty cold too. And I respect any actor like because he has a strong, thick ass British accent,
Mm-hmm.
but he can flip that bitch, and you won't even know. Like in Daddy's Little Girl, I think that was the first movie I really seen him in.
Yeah.
And he can switch roles. You know, Daddy's Little Girl, Avengers. Another movie that's on Netflix called The Take, which if you haven't seen it, it's a really good movie. You should actually check that shit out.
You ever watched that show Luther? I think it's called that he was in.
I haven't watched Luther. No,
we didn't finish it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but I think my favorite role of his was Daddy's Little Girl.
Mm-hmm.
I respected everything he was doing in that whole movie. Like I felt like I was living it. I wasn't living it because my situation ain't shit like that, but I felt that shit to my core, man. The fucking he ran into the fucking car, beat dude ass, you know what I'm saying, for bruising up his daughters and shit. I felt that shit, man. Like I stood up. I stood up watching that shit, like, hell yeah. Like the Colts scored a touchdown. Hit that motherfucker again. Hit him again. I was really into that shit, bro.
And what I was trying to do is pick the actor and then try to pick their roles that really stood out to me.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna go with Eddie Murphy.
I was thinking Eddie Murphy earlier. And
when I think of Eddie Murphy, two roles that come to mind are Golden Child and
did you know that was a girl?
I found out later, yeah. And
you
then
Beverly Hills Cop,
yeah. And then Kim, I'd be like, I want the knife, and Kim's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh damn! Don't that hurt your heart?
It do, but
and they be like, okay,
I don't get it. Like,
damn. Where's Kevin? Because I do the same shit. Like, damn, where's my brother when I need him?
Right. Oh man, I do that shit too. When Kim watches this, I'm sure she's gonna comment on it. Yes, he does that shit.
I love
too.
Kim's comments, by the way. Keep it up.
Oh yeah, she's
Keep
funny.
It up. You're awesome. Funny. You crack me up every time. Ice Cube. I like Ice Cube. Reason I say Ice Cube, because a lot of rappers turn actors, they just can't do it. It just don't turn out right. But Ice Cube is an amazing fucking actor, man.
Right.
From Boys in the Hood to Are We There Yet? The Barbershop, even Ride Along. Even my personal opinion, Ride Along wasn't really a great movie, but
yeah, we never saw the second one.
What is it called? Fist Fight or something shit like that. When he was
the one when he's a teacher and they fight.
Oh my god, that shit is so fucking hilarious.
I never seen it. I had to give it a shot.
He can play so many different roles. Another one that does music that's really a pretty good actor, I would have to say Tyrese. I actually prefer his movies to his music, actually. Can't nobody forget Baby Boy, you know what I'm saying, getting choked out. Like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, call for your mama. He's like, mama.
Well, see, on that, she's not on my list, but characters and actresses.
Oh, we can't forget about our sister
Taraji P. Henson, man.
Oh, you know, she's my favorite.
She is just like the way she acts. It's just like she's cool as hell. Like she comes across in her roles as your homegirl. And even like was that movie Proud Mary where she was an assassin?
Which honestly wasn't a good movie.
That wasn't a good movie, but she was a good character in the movie. If that makes sense. So
I loved her in Hustle and Flow too, because she was like, she was down. Good. She was down. Good. And that gold tooth she had in her mouth, sheesh.
Like with a little hood in the dog.
Yeah, man. You did the debutantes, man. I did the rest of it.
So I got one more, and then I'm out of list. So, two characters, same movie. As I've said it before, I don't have it on anything with me right now. But and Black Panther has always been my favorite comic book character.
Shout out to him, man.
Shout out to Chadwick Boseman.
R.I.P.
So
bro.
Before I talk about that movie, dude's just an amazing actor.
And he did all that shit with cancer, bro.
Yes. Black Panther, 42, We Are Marshall, Return of the King. I mean, dude just had range. Dude was amazing.
You know, he was in the movie I was talking about earlier, the Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yeah. That was the last movie he did.
Yeah, amazing fucking job.
And he was supposed to play the Black Samurai. Yusuke, something like that.
Yasuke.
Yeah, there you go. I knew you correct me. I knew you knew, but he was supposed to play that, and I was so looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was too.
But Black Panther, when they cast him as Black Panther, I was like, he's in good hands. He's gonna do that just right, and he killed it. I mean, it was amazing. Like even in the cold, when he was in what is that, Civil War, he was
Yeah.
just so cold, man. We roll up and he was like as a was he king and a warrior or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, dude was just cold. There's
Yeah,
nothing that's
yeah.
gonna stop me from. Man, I can't remember that line. That line is so cold. I gotta go look for it. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you'll
go
probably have
through
the clip in.
Yeah, I'll go through Disney Plus and try to find it, man. But that line is so cold when he's sitting in the back of the car talking to them. Cold, just got it. But then on the other end of the spectrum,
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger was amazing.
Yeah.
And what makes him so good is like while you may have disagreed with his methods,
you respected the fuck out of it.
Right.
Bro, I was team Killmonger, bro. I was team Killmonger. I was with all that.
Right. His I guess moral arc. I mean, just what his point, his motivation. I mean, was so on point, and the fact that he had a plan to go through what he went through in the movie. I'm not gonna talk about comic book Killmonger because he's a little bit different, but the fact that he went through what he went through just to achieve this goal, and even like that first scene when he's in the museum, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, no. Actually, that's not where it came from, bitch.
Right. Why you got all your people looking at me? You not worrying about what you putting in your body. I was like,
yeah, man. You're making me want to go back and watch that shit, right?
Dude was brilliant. I watched that movie so many times, man. They were so good, and I hate that one. Spoilers for those who haven't seen. For the one person out there who hadn't seen Black Panther by now, I hate that they killed Killmonger off because he was such a great character, and they could have done so much more with him in the future.
Yeah, but they're saying he might come back.
Yeah, I did hear that, and there's a couple ways that he could do that.
Yeah, because in the comic book, he comes back a few times.
Well, yeah, I mean, they don't kill you off in the comic book because they want to use you again.
Yeah,
but those two characters were played so well in that movie. I mean, everybody in that movie did great. I mean, Dinah Guerrera as Okoye was amazing. Letitia Wright as Shuri, amazing.
Hey, that's one of my crushes right there. Boy.
Who else? I mean, just everybody in that movie. Lupita Nyong'o was.
Yep, that's another one of my crushes.
Was amazing. And
boy, the way she had that dress on when they went
to the green
casino.
Dress. Sheesh. Hey, man, yes. But what I noticed, and I never ever noticed it, I was like, yo, her skin, bro. Like when they're sitting on the mountain and they're talking, I was like, wow, her
flawless.
Skin is like amazing,
like the back of a Hershey bar. just smooth.
But yes, everybody in that movie, but those two the main Killmonger and Black Panther, or Michael B. Jordan and Chadwick Boseman, gotta be hands down one of my favorites, and that movie's gonna stand the test of time, and that role amazing. And that's all I got.
My last one, man, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. James Earl Jones. Cold. Conan the Barbarian, you know what I'm saying? He had that weak ass wig on, but
some people won't even remember that role though. But
but cold, of course,
snake themed cult leader.
And of course, you know what I'm saying. Coming to America 2, dropping I think March 5th. Cole in that too. Like, what? My son wants to sow his royal oats. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said when we talked about that was like favorite scenes. The petals coming.
Hell yeah. The Darth Vader voice.
Right.
Rolling.
Just your voice, man. It's just when you're Darth Vader, probably my favorite character in freaking, I mean, fiction. I mean, I like Star Wars. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan like you are. I'm a Darth Vader fan, man, all day.
Pre-Anakin or well, while he was still Anakin or Darth Vader?
I was a Darth Vader fan, not Anakin hating sand.
I love James Earl Jones and Roscoe Jenkins too. Yeah, because he pissed me off then too. I'm like, man,
but that's what he's supposed to.
He's trying his best. He's trying his best. Fuck you, man.
He just brought a level of class.
Yeah, hell yeah.
To every role, even comedic roles.
And then one of the movies he was in when he was younger, it was a boxing movie. I cannot remember the name of it, but you know, it was based on something true where the black boxer was like the white boxer or whatever. Damn, I can't remember.
I know what you're talking about too. I can't think of what it's called.
You know, he was younger then, and I remember seeing that movie too, man. So James Earl Jones, He's still kicking, man. He's still making moves and shit, man. So James Earl Jones has to be my last one, man. And as
bruh, you didn't even bring up Mufasa, bro.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm tripping.
Bruh.
Look, I said that shit at the hibachi because I told Keontae, I said, Keontae, stand up and read your card. He stood up, and I was like, now go ahead and read it so everybody can hear you. I want to hear you in the back. And he sat down, and I said, you deliberately disobeyed me. and everybody was cracking the fuck up, bro. That shit was so fucking funny, man. Yes. Like, nobody does the Mufasa voice. Can't nobody else do the Mufasa voice. I don't. Hey, he even did it in the live action, man. So,
well, that's because you know. I mean, because if you think Mufasa, even if you watching the shit on mute, you still gonna hear James Earl Jones talking. Like, well, we have the Lion King book. And even when we would read it to Simone before she go to bed, we would still hear James Earl Jones, and we do our best James Earl Jones impersonation.
I bet that's funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, one more, and then then I'm done. Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker has done some dynamic fucking roles. Sure. He was also in Star Wars 2. Star Wars also, not just Star Wars 2, but Star Wars also.
Yeah, Rogue One.
Yeah. He was
I feel like they wasted him in that though. I think he got edited out some.
But they put him in the game too though. The new Star Wars game. He was in the game too. They had that little scary movie where he was the bad guy, the King of Scotland with Kerry.
Yeah.
That was Kerry Washington. I was like, oh my god, this motherfucker was ruthless.
Amazing.
He don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah. And there was another movie. I can't think of what it was, but it was like in Paris or something. And like, gosh, I can't think of that movie. He was real good, and I have no idea what that movie was called or even how to describe it. I just remember he was good in the movie.
But our talent is just, I mean, other than music, acting, sports. I mean, it's Black History Month, baby. You know what I'm saying? We all over the place with it, man. Shout out to Halle Berry because I know she was one of the first ones to get a Grammy. I forgot which role she played. Oscar, I'm sorry. I forgot what role she played.
Monsters Ball.
Yep, I only seen one part of that movie. I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah. Who has Will Smith? Will Smith had done some dope ass movies. Hell, even his counterpart Jada, she's been in a couple bangers too. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence Fishburne. I mean, the list could go on and on and on and on. But I mean,
that'd be a whole nother show by itself.
It would be. Speaking of that, we forgot about Bernie Mac, bro. We forgot about fucking Bernie, bro.
Yes. Oh man,
and
King
Friday,
of Comedy, man.
Lord's my shepherd. He know what I want, Miss Parker. Miss Parker. That was my shit.
Hey, TV shows too. A little while ago about like all the cast of Friday that's passed.
Yeah.
Somebody posted on Facebook like a picture of like all the characters that have passed.
Yeah,
and it was even more than I realized. It was like at least 10.
Damn, some people that was like in the background kind of.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Turn it down.